Rosales. I've made no secret of my super geekiness, and today I bring back a segment that I absolutely love doing. It's time to geek it up. But I couldn't do it alone. I brought along a few other geeks who are ready to give their real, honest to goodness opinion. Please welcome from Artists Without Borders, Rick Rosales, a host of the updates on YouTube, Zeus Acevedo on the very end, and resident nerdy colleague of mine, Alec Palacios. Good morning, guys.
Thanks, man.
This is a ragtag team of nerds if I've ever seen one.
Good-looking ragtag.
I was going to say, this is like the best group of nerds ever. This guy actually looks like Superman. It's terrible.
Well, we were talking about Ant-Man on the... Ant-Man
right there.
Right there, and then Superman from
Super Ant is what he's
Superman in the streets, Batman in the sheets.
Oh goodness. Okay, so I brought along a couple of topics I kind of want to ask you guys about, and let's see how this works out. All right. So now that the dust has settled and all the geeks have left San Diego, we now turn back to some of the biggest news, and none were bigger than the release of the Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice trailer. Right? This thing was amazing. The trailer gave us everything we wanted from the first trailer and way better. So the big question is, what are your thoughts on the trailer?
Amazing, amazing trailer. I think maybe the only thing I have to complain about it, and it's very, very, very small, is just maybe it was a little bit too much Batman for me, only because I'm a huge Superman fan.
There's never enough Batman.
That's what I was going to say. My opinion is going to be different from other people, only that I'm a bigger Superman fan than Batman fan. But amazing overall.
You know, something I love about the trailer, the biggest thing, is that we actually get to see why Batman is so pissed at Superman.
Yes, a lot more to the story.
Why it's a fight.
And that's
didn't have too much.
That's what I was going to say. The first trailer, when we saw it, it was just kind of like, I'm Batman, and I hate Superman. And then that's it. You don't really know what's going on. But now this gives you the context of what's going on.
And it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes total sense.
It makes sense. I like it. You're right. I wish it was more Superman. I'm more of a Batman person. I'm sorry, Rick.
Sure.
But I think it's going to do well.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
And
absolutely no doubt.
The trailer really drove home the idea of the whole fighting thing. And I like that they actually reference the fact that Superman just ripped up the neighborhood.
We also get to see why he is emotionally connected to the problem. Because it was Wayne Tower.
It was Wayne. I'm pretty sure like friends, family probably died in that.
Although the weird part is that one part where it said, you let the family die or something like that. I mean, come on now. Wait a minute.
That's obviously Lex Luthor goading Batman into really doing more to Superman. You know what I mean? There's only one reason why Lex Luthor's in there. He wants Batman to take out Superman.
So
obviously.
You brought up a good point, which is Lex Luthor, and Lex Luthor has long hair, which
wig, obvious wig.
We all know where that's going to go.
I say wig too.
It's something that's maybe nobody's really discussed, but I honestly think that this movie is going to be what the Avengers was to Marvel, and that this is going to be the start of the Justice League.
It obviously is.
It's going to be huge.
That's what they want, and at the same time too, like the whole
Dawn of Justice.
Yeah, Dawn of Justice. It's going to be the Justice League, and the whole thing in Metropolis. That is the New York situation. Like after the Avengers, that is this universe's 9/11. You know what I mean? And because of that, everybody's kind of worried about Superman.
It's got a more serious tone than Marvel.
No, something you didn't like about it? Mine is that I don't like Wonder Woman and Lex Luthor in it. I was telling Alec before that I think Batman and Superman, Batman v Superman, can be a movie by itself.
Sure.
Without the other superheroes.
You don't need. Why is Wonder Woman there?
Because they don't want to give her own movie.
Exactly.
Well,
we'll just throw her in here. Sorry, ladies.
She has nothing to do with the fight.
Well, no, you're right. They announced the new one, so they're gonna go with the Wonder Woman's gonna have her own movie.
I see other characters also making some maybe cameos, like maybe Aquaman.
I hope so.
Oh, we saw that one scene,
Green Lantern or something. Maybe some other cameos. Maybe not in their suit, but maybe like their other personalities.
Well, the rumor is it's gonna be Chris Pine that's gonna be Green Lantern.
Green Lantern.
Yeah,
Guy Gardner.
Yeah. So anyway, you know what? Speaking of Batman, Warner Brothers and Rocksteady have actually spoken up about the issues plaguing the PC iteration of the Batman Arkham Knight game, and the answer is expect to wait a bit longer to play it. The goal is to have the game released by fall of 2015. As you might recall, the game was actually pulled from Steam, Linux, and Mac after a number of issues were discovered. In fact, Warner Brothers says it will modify the internal review process for all games before release. But shouldn't this have kind of been checked before?
Why start now?
Exactly.
Actually, I saw an article that said that Warner Brothers and the developer Rocksteady, they knew about the problem beforehand.
Months ahead.
They knew it was messed up.
So then why would they release the game?
Money, yo,
money. But then this really turned around and bit him in the butt, really, because this really made him look bad.
Where's your PC master race now, guys?
Yeah. Well, what are we all PC players?
No,
or console?
I'm straight at PS4.
PS4 right now.
PS4, straight
console.
up.
I
Console,
didn't.
yeah. No problems with the console version, right?
No,
never.
I finished it 100%. I thought the game was amazing. Yeah. But why would you want to put your players through that? The people that are buying your game.
Money.
Well, it's money, dude.
Batman Arkham Knight from Ubisoft, right? No.
Let me ask you guys a question. What would you rather have? Would you rather have the game to come out when it's supposed to be promised a little bit earlier, or would you rather have them take time out and take more time to finish the game?
Well, see, that's the problem with like games nowadays. Like we can patch it, we can patch it, we can patch it. There's one company, all right, Ubisoft, notorious for that.
Yeah.
EA,
Watch Dogs,
everyone, Watch Dogs, like
Unity.
every game, anything from Sony. Oh, there's gonna be a day one patch. Mortal Kombat, day one patch. Everything's a day one patch.
Yeah.
There's only one company that does not do that. Anytime Nintendo throws out a game, it is right. There's only been 2 Nintendo games I can think of that they ever put in a patch just in case.
And they take their time to
They take
develop
their
their
time.
games.
They
And
take their
we
time.
know that the Nintendo game's going to be released like 2 years down the line, but we know that when it comes out,
Yeah,
it's
it's
going
gonna
to
be
be
awesome.
a finished product.
Well, and that's why they don't announce the release date when they actually announce the game, because they wait till they know, oh, you know what, we only got 2 more months then, and then we're going to release the game, you know? But here we got the release date, what was it, like 2 years in
ago,
advance?
yeah.
You know, and it's going to be out, in May, and then got
What are
pushed
they
back
doing
or
in those
something
2
like
years?
They
They're
are-
twiddling their thumbs.
It's like, let's put some more Joker, or what's our name? Like, let's put some more Riddler quests in
that.
there.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah,
Where
that's
can we
what I
hide
mean.
trophies?
Yeah, that's-
I read that Arkham Knight uses 5 gigabytes of video memory just to run.
Wow.
Wow.
Really?
Just 5 gigs. That's what in a graphics card that's like $400.
So not
Wow.
even that. That's like
It's more, no?
That's a lot of money,
670.
yeah.
5
Yeah.
gigs.
And then when the patch comes out, it's going to be even more games.
Yeah, more
Yeah,
gigs,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But you brought up a good tidbit, and that was about Nintendo. And
Yeah.
now we actually move to Nintendo, where the future actually seems a little unclear now that the visionary over the past decade has passed away. Iwata actually died of cancer on Saturday at the age of 55. He's actually credited with Nintendo's successful turnaround in the
Yeah.
early 2000s
Dude,
with
yeah.
products like the Wii and the Nintendo DS
Yes.
consoles. But with the release of the NX very, very soon, and of course the struggles with the Wii U, will his passing actually hurt the company more, or will the new vision actually turn the company around?
I think it's gonna like spur them on to just be
Yeah,
like, or he's
inspire
gone.
them.
Let's make Iwata proud. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he was a. I mean, come on, the guy gave us Earthbound, Kirby, pretty much Pokemon. Like,
Yeah.
credit for all these things.
The awesome thing
and-
about him is that he didn't create mindless shooters for teenagers.
Yes, exactly.
He made-
Splatoon is
yeah.
awesome.
He made something that would like educate you
Yeah.
and bring a good time. It's not like, just like mindlessly shooting stuff.
I mean, you
That
hate
was
your friends
pretty
and
cool.
family after Mario Kart, but same thing with Mario Party. I will still play that. I don't care. I'll bring
Oh,
Mario
yeah, I
Party
love
10
Mario
right
Party.
now.
Yeah.
But what I didn't like is that he was so restrictive on a lot of the games he would release. I mean, he worked on Earthbound, and look how long it took us to get an Earthbound game. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? From when it
dude.
was released in the 80s to when it was actually released again, for current generation. So, I mean, maybe a new vision is what the company needed after so many years. That's what
I mean, the first was, I forget the name of the president that Iwata, like, but he was really like, iron fisted, like,
Yeah.
no. And Iwata was so like, he made sure Nintendo stayed Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we want mobile games. Like, no, that's not what we're about. We want. He even punched a shareholder in the face for like saying like, we need some more mobile games. Put Mario on a mobile phone. That is free to play. No, that's not Nintendo.
And
Yeah.
the new
Made
directors
sure.
right now, it's Miyamoto and Takeda,
Yeah.
Really?
which are not just like businessmen, they're developers also.
Yeah,
They're game developers,
yeah,
and
It's
that's
Shigeru Miyamoto. He's Mario. He is Zelda. He's pretty much Stan Lee of video games.
And that's what I'm hoping is now that we have new blood in there, I guess. I mean, it's a shame that he passed away. It really is.
Of course,
but
it's
now that we
tragic
have,
too. So young. He
yeah,
was young.
55.
Yeah.
He was 55 when he passed away. But now that there's new blood, that's what I'm hoping is that this will really kind of like turn it around, really get the company moving in the right direction.
I'm curious to see what the NX really
Well,
is.
yeah, well, I mean,
I know.
they say it runs on like Google Android. It's like, oh, dude, if this is
I don't
like
like
a
that.
weird phone, I'm
like
not.
Android stuff, too.
I'm not cool with this. But I think a lot of thing was I think Iwata really was moving the company forward.
Yeah.
He was doing this.
Yeah.
I mean, he made it just like so open. Ask Iwata, like Twitter accounts, things like that. He was really, I mean, the whole directly to you thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I think Iwata. It's honestly sad too. Like he was so. I mean, you think Miyamoto, you think Nintendo, but you start to think Reggie, and you start to think Iwata when you think of Nintendo. I mean, look at the last Direct with like the Muppets and stuff of them. It was just so cool. Like,
So creative.
yeah. And that's,
I think we can all agree that we're going to be excited about whatever Nintendo comes
Yeah.
up with anyways, regardless.
matter
I'm
what.
excited,
Yeah.
but I'm scared a little bit. Yeah, because again, I don't know the future of the company. What if it's even more oppressive president than Iwata was? So that kind of worries me a little bit.
Sure.
But I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping that someone up there is listens to our problems with the new Metroid game.
Oh, dude.
We
won't talk about that.
Yeah, that's a whole. We'll talk about that next week. Anyway, and speaking of games, Harmonix actually has just added a number of new tracks that will be on the Rock Band 4 game, and this is geared towards the hardest of hardcore rockers. Check this out. Here are a few songs announced: Aerosmith's "Toys in the Attic," The Cure, "Friday I'm in Love," Dream Theater, Metropolis Part 1. Just so many games that were actually. So many songs that were actually on that list. Are we even going to play?
My only question
yes. It's been 5 years since the release of a Guitar Hero or Rock Band game. I think the hype has pretty much developed already.
I think the only thing that makes it better is if the new game came with groupies.
Yeah, there we go.
Then I'd play it.
So Zeus, you would actually play the game when it releases then?
You know what? I never bought a Rock Band game before.
Yeah,
me neither.
I've only played it with my friends because they have it. I've been a Guitar Hero player since Guitar Hero Legends of Rock.
Okay.
Then World Tour, the Aerosmith, and blah 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 blah. I've never bought a Rock Band game. I think it's kind of the same thing, but it introduces different things. Like the guitar is different. The software is also different a little bit. So
What's the price point going to be is what I'm wondering.
Probably like, the last one was about 150. Honestly, when when Guitar Hero first came out, I bought it. I brought it over to my friend's house.
It was revolutionary.
It's like, what the hell is this thing? It's it's awesome is what it is. Let's drink beer and play this, and it'll be fun. And they're like, all right, man. And they start.
Was it realistic to actual music?
No, because
most of my friends, like you said,
most of my friends are musicians, and like one of my best friends, he plays guitar magnificently, and he's just like, this is dumb, and I hate it, but I love it. And when Rock Band came out, it was like, yes, just like take all my money. I want to play this, and it was awesome. I love Rock Band. This will be a day one purchase. The song list, though, it's like hardest hardcore. It's like, yeah, we can hear Aerosmith "Toys in the Attic." I want to see some I don't know, I want some falsettos. I'm gonna see the darkness in there. Believe in a thing called love. You know?
Like we were talking about earlier, some strange choices like Dream Theater, which is like progressive metal. You know, there's going to be a lot of guitar riffs on that, and then it goes to things like Van Morrison, and then it goes to Elvis. So I like the variety of choices.
Ozzy Osbourne,
that's pretty cool.
Ozzy Osbourne's in there. Judas Priest.
Ozzy Osbourne is always in there.
They're always
Ozzy's
you have
in
the
there,
staples, and then you've got some brave choices.
So Guitar Hero is coming out with another one too, and like, oh, here's our innovation. While you're singing, we're going to put a live audience in front of you, so you think your performance no, dude, no, go away.
I have no interest in playing this new iteration. I'm not even getting close to Rock Band.
I'm going to buy it and bring it here. We'll just all play it on the stage.
We're going to play it on the stage.
It's something new. Something new for the Rock Band game was a guitar solo improvisation part. So it's going to be like parts in the song where it's just free, and you can just shred.
Wail on this plastic.
You can even tap. You can even tap on it.
Add the groupies I'm in.
You were never a player before. No. Are you gonna jump on?
I might. Like I said, like Alex said, it's a good thing to play with friends. You guys are getting together for a night of gaming, and you're like 4 of you. There's a singer, there's a bassist, there's a drummer. It's good to play it together as friends. Would I play it on my own?
Probably I kind of feel like if I play it alone or online, I have no life. I don't know why. I just feel weird.
I'm not even going to say how much money I've spent on just the downloadable tracks to Rock Band. I never would play.
I hear they're going to make the downloadable tracks are going to be like much bigger than they've ever been. Like the song
it's a big thing.
bank is going to be in the thousands.
I want to see some pop punk, man. I want to say talk about Saves the Day and
how about some Tejano, guys? How about some Tejano? We should add in an accordion.
Tejano Hero, man. We're gonna make this ground floor Tejano Hero.
So when I decide to play alone, there'll be so many more games for me to enjoy while I cry playing the guitar. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
Fun.
Great Geek Talk, and of course we're gonna have more next week. That'll be fun.
Yep.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break because there's so much more ahead right here on Good Day Valley.